Paula, as ever, thank you very much indeed for your time today.
You're very welcome.
Very much appreciate it. Sparing some time to talk to us about some of the topics that we've got on point today. So it's all about 2022, really. Mm-hmm. And we wanted to get your views on how you think the industry might pan out in 2022, just in general.
Well, I think as we've said, sorry?
Big question, I know.
Yeah, it is quite a big question, isn't it? And I think the first one to get out of the way is what we've already said is, I don't even know what semiconductors are. And so I can't do anything about them. So that's that bit sorted. I don't honestly know what next year will be like. I just know it will go really, really quickly as time does. And if we all concentrate on what we can actually bring with us, next year is an opportunity for us to all maybe think about changing some of the stuff we do a little bit and thinking about people more and thinking about how we interact with people more. I think the whole thing, I don't know if we've ever discussed before, our cultural movement, the happy people in happy places. I know some people think that sounds a bit trite, but actually it's not bad to be happy. It's pretty good to be happy. And if you can keep your colleagues happy and keep your customers happy and keep your stakeholders happy, it's not a bad achievement. And I think if next year, if we can concentrate more on how we get people there, whilst still providing a service and still making money, we're here to make money, we're not a registered charity as far as I'm aware, then that's what I think next year, that's a challenge for our industry. I think it's a challenge for every dealer group, big or small. And I think that's what we need to be looking at next year. How can we navigate this very, very strange period that's coming up, whilst ensuring that we take everybody with us, i.e. colleagues and customers and stakeholders like the manufacturers. To me, that's the exciting bit, because we could really drive this forward now. We could really maximise what some people see as a negative into a bit of a force of change, really. So we're really geared up for the future then in terms of consumer behaviour.
I was going to ask you about how do you think experience will overtake product in terms of retail experience?
Yeah, so I think we all lose sight of the fact. So we went live on e-commerce October 2019, and there was this obsession with, have we sold online? Have we sold online yet? I'm not remotely bothered if we ever sell online. What I want is for the consumer to have the choice of a complete end-to-end transaction through to they never want to engage online and they want to come in. And that whole experiential thing is about putting the consumer in charge. It's those tiny moments of truth that the customers have with us throughout their ownership experience. That's the bit we need to get right. So to me, when I'm talking about change, I'm talking about almost throwing some of the templates away, and the experience should be not as dictating, oh, you need to speak to your sales team, or you need to speak to your service team, or you need to go and queue down there for parts. It's like, in our case, we're Birchwood. What is it you need from us today? And we make that experience all about them and what they need, rather than this thing of, well, no, you've got to deal with that department now. I'm done with you now. The experience of buying a wiper blade is as important as the experience of spending 40 grand on a new hybrid or whatever it is you're spending. So for me, next year, based on the fact that consumer expectations, I think, have changed massively, that's a massive opportunity next year. Let's make every time they have a touch point with us, be it live chat or be it online or be it in the dealership, just make it wonderful. Just try and make it wonderful.
Okay, so thinking ahead 2 to 3 years, maybe 2024, 2025, what do you think that's going to look like? Is it going to be what pretty much we've been talking about here, do you think, or do you think it's going to change even more?
So what I would like it to look like is almost completely different from how it looks now. Okay. I'd like us to be brave. I'd like us as an industry. I keep on saying us, I don't know who all these other people are, but I'd like
listening.
us.
They're all watching and listening.
I know. I'd like us as an industry to go, let's just shake it up. Let's just completely reinvent it and have it so that it is much more customer centric. The majority of the people we employ are amazing. Give them their wings, give them their freedom. Don't tie them up with difficult processes. Take the chance to really change the processes. So in that few years' time, we've got these fantastic people. We've recruited a different kind of person as well to enhance it. And we're making it just better all round. I fear that won't happen, because I think we'll do it drip, 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 drip. And that can be quite tricky, I think.
Well, it's certainly going to be a fascinating time, that's for sure. So and that's not even 2022. That's, as we just said, going further into the future. But some of the stuff you've shared there has been absolutely fantastic.
Oh, so good.
Thank you very much indeed.